Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We are on the hunt again. This time we are at a convention. This is a booth that is one of our old friends. This is a shop we've been to several times. This is that Nitro comic book store that has just thousands and thousands of back issues. Nice little wall books. Everything very organized. Nice condition on these. Prices were meh. Got the call from my buddy, twitch.tv/doubtedbeef. Go give him some love. He asked for a shout out, and I had to give it to him. He told me that there were comic books at this convention. I didn't even consider going to this because I've gone to this one before. It seems like it's a lot of anime, a lot of cosplay, which is cool. I'm down for all that. It's just not my thing. But when he said there were some comics over there, I got in the car and I was over there quick. So I got there, and I literally only had like an hour and a half before this convention closed. So this was a situation where I'd never gone to a convention at the very end of it. So when you go to a convention at the very end, you're more likely to get deals. You're more likely to say, hey, let's do a deal on this, because the vendor's trying to get out of there. He's trying to move books, especially if he's sitting on a bunch of stuff that he hasn't sold yet. So we get there, and it's kind of like a supermarket sweep situation where I'm just like running through the aisles trying to find as many books as I can. And I stumbled on this one. As you can see, the prices are pretty rough. I'm digging. I'm finding some interesting stuff. I'm pulling several things. He's got all the major titles. He's got X-Men. He's got Moon Knight. He's got the big stuff. It's just nothing is really looking like a crazy deal. And if I could go back and do it again, I should have offered this guy something for the whole lot, because it was, well, it wasn't fairly obvious, but it was kind of obvious that there was still a bunch of books in these short boxes. There was still a bunch of wall books. It looked like the wall hadn't been touched. I should have been like, hey man, let me give you XYZ and I'll take it all. But I didn't, so I'm kicking myself. I'm pulling a few books here. Nothing's really grabbing me. Some nice Star Wars book. That's a good book there. I think that's first Chewbacca versus Black Carisian or Cartazian or Kardashian or whatever his name is. And then there's a Kanan book. But I pulled some Doctor Strange stuff. I ended up pulling a little stack of books from this guy. Nice little Deadpool book there. But spoilers, I didn't buy any of this. I got the books out, I stacked them up, ended up just putting all of these back because I'm looking at these prices and I'm like, I can't justify it. I mean, I didn't even offer him a deal. I should have, but I didn't. But the other dealer was this gentleman. This gentleman had 4 long boxes and everything was labeled 50 cents. So I'm like, okay, all right, we got some 50-cent books here. There was 2 other people digging, one on my right, one on my left, and they were going through it. Like, they were like digging through books, and I was like, okay, these guys they're kind of getting after it a little bit. And I overhear the girl on my right. She says that, well, the guy was like, so what are you looking for? What are you trying to pull there? And she says, I'm just looking to pull some things that I can cut the covers off and use for some kind of art project. And my heart started like palpitating, and I'm like, I got to save these books, because I got really nervous, because I was like, what if there's a freaking what if there's just something incredible in this, and this girl is cutting these books up. But I'm digging, I'm pulling, and I'm seeing like titles. Specifically, I found a big run of Invincible Iron Man. And if you don't know, Invincible Iron Man is that run with the first appearance of Riri Williams. So I'm thinking, okay, all right, maybe there's an Invincible Iron Man number 7, which is her first cameo, or it's a number 9 in there, which is her first full appearance. And I'm like, okay. So I make this guy an offer. Stick around to the end, and you can hear what my offer was to him. I want your guess, but we ended up taking all 4 of these long boxes home. Now, when I'm pulling stuff out and you're seeing some Green Lantern, your gears should already be going here. What key issues from this time period would be here? Well, we bring it home. I do my normal thing. I'm separating things out. I'm putting them by title. I'm doing the work. This is the work. Guys, these were all bagged and boarded, new long boxes, and pretty new bags and boards. Condition was great. I mean, there was nothing in really bad condition. We bought it. And here's the keys. This is Mighty Thor number 20. This is the first Volstagg War Thor. This is an homage cover to First Beta Ray Bill. $5 book. This is World War Hulk number 3 of that miniseries. Those books got hot there, like not too long ago. 1, 2, 4, and 5 were not there. I was pretty devastated by that, but there's 3. This is Green Lantern number 0 from that New 52. This is the origin of Simon Baz. This is a $12 book. Nice little book here. Like I said, there was a good chunk of New 52 Green Lantern, so this one was in there. Green Lantern number 20. This is the first cameo appearance of Jessica Cruz. This is a $35 book. High grade. It's just her hand. She's mentioned by name. She's got her hand in one of the panels. Is it a first true appearance? Is it not? Well, the community has accepted that this is her first cameo. The other big Jessica Cruz book is that Justice League something. I can't remember. This is Daredevil Kills the Marvel Universe. This is awesome. Bad color breaking fold right here and in the bottom corner. So this is like, not in great condition, but this is a $12 book all day. Super violent and big parental advisory on the front. This is an awesome cover. Deadpool about to slit the Punisher's throat. I need to read this miniseries, so now I've got 2 and 4. Issues 1, 3, and 5 were not there. It was a 5-issue miniseries. A little bit of Dark Tower, the Gunslinger. This is Evil Ground. It's a prequel to the Evil Sins of Elena. Couple $15 books here. 2 copies of it. I read Dark Tower back in the day, the Gunslinger. It was pretty good. There's a bunch of good Dark Tower comics. Along with this one, this is Shimi's Tale. This is issue 1. This is a $20 book. This is in high grade. This is a 2-part miniseries, and then I've got the second issue coming up here. Dark Tower, I've heard that it just gets better. It's one of those things. It's like a video game. It's like, man, once you get past the first 100 hours, the game starts opening up. Well, that's kind of how I felt with Dark Tower. It was pretty good, kind of sci-fi, cowboy western. I need to give it another chance and read some more of it. I got a buddy who's really into that. This is Jupiter's Legacy by Mark Millar. This is on Netflix now. I think season 2 is already gone. This is if the offspring of superheroes were living in the shadows of their parents, as you can see by the Robert Pattinson Batman look around the eyes there. This is Nightwing number 0, New 52. This is actually the origin of Dick Grayson. I thought that was kind of cool. I like those covers too, so I guess they did a whole series of all of those books, like for each of the new runs of New 52. Interesting here, this is Avenging Spider-Man number 12. This is actually the first appearance of Scarlet Spider-Ham and Symbiote Spider-Ham. Your gears should already be going here. What's the big book in Avenging Spider-Man? Here is number 10. This is the third appearance of Carol Danvers as Captain Marvel. That Spider-Ham book was $18 book. This one's about a $15 book. This is Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel. Just cool little cover there with Carol Danvers and Kamala Khan. The big book in Avenging Spider-Man is number 9. That's actually the first full appearance of Carol Danvers as Captain Marvel. This is a good book here. War of the Realms Omega number 1. This is the first Jane Foster as Valkyrie. Yeah, I was kind of devastated not to see that Carol Danvers book, but hey, these are still good. I've got an old Transformers book just randomly in there. This is number 9. Just a nice like 7.5, 8.0, $10 Transformers book. Good one here. This book got hot for a little while. This is Avengers Arena. Bunch of first appearances in there. $15 book. Actually had the variant cover that I'm about to show here in a second. That Scotty Young. Nice run of this. I can't remember how many issues I had. Here's the Scotty Young cover. There's $15, $10 books right there. And then several of the issues. I don't think it's a full run of that. But I have several of the other issues there. Bunch of first appearances, like Captain Britain's alternate ethos. I don't know. I'm not really aware of all the first appearances, but they're in there. And this was the other nice little run there. This is a West Coast Avengers. This is actually the first appearance of Jeff the Land Shark, the pet of Gwenpool. This is a $25 book. There's low print runs on these books. Like this book right here is like $13,000. Like this one right here is like $14,000. These are like low print runs. These are all $10 books. And I actually had the number 1, which is the first team appearance of the new West Coast Avengers with Kate Bishop, America Chavez, Gwenpool, Fuse, and Clint Barton. Guys, I paid $100 for this lot. I think I got a steal. Bunch of books, bunch of dollar books, and some pretty decent keys. What do you guys think? If at a point in time you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you like this video, subscribe for more. Take care.